So tell us about devices. You have 5 of them at home. Tell us about the devices and what you're excited about, and sort of, in your little test kitchen there, what you find is sort of bubbling up.
Well, so I eat my own dog food, as we say, right? I cut the cord in June, and I struggle with it every day, as I do miss my news and live sports. All the gentlemen in my family are kind of bitter around the holiday times when they can't get their football games. But I have an HDMI hub in my house with 5 different devices. I have a Roku, I have a Boxee, I have the original Logitech Google TV device, I have an Xbox 360 and an Apple TV. And I find myself sort of going through this process of arbitrage. When Apple crashes and I can't get a rental to work, I then go to Vudu and select my movie on my tablet, which I just actually did on Friday evening, and then watch it on, on Boxee. So it's interesting that you really, coming from the consumer electronics industry, having worked there for some years, we used to always say that there's no way consumers want another piece of hardware, that this whole concept of over the top and adding another set-top box is never going to work. It's the cable box. Maybe at one time it was a VCR, and then it was a DVD player or Blu-ray, and at most it would be a gaming system. And I actually think that's changing. I mean, Apple TV was, a tipping point, right, where the point of entry when it dropped to $99, there was sort of no psychological barrier from a cost perspective at the point of sale. The fact that it's tiny from an industrial design perspective, it really doesn't take up that much real estate under your television. And I think that has been also correlated with the fact that TVs are getting a smaller physical, footprint in the household as well, whereas they're lighter, they're easier to adorn on the wall. In general, the experience of creating a living room that you want has gotten easier, so the proliferation of devices is less of a challenge for consumers.
So, talk about CES for a minute. So, what do you think, will be new? There's a lot of talk about connected TVs at CES. What do you think we should look out for at CES or in the new year around the sort of connected TV universe?
Well, again, with a background in physical goods and CE, I've been going to CES for a while, and unfortunately, what is new is not the amount of water or oxygen available on the convention floor, which I sort of hope that would change. I have to be honest and say that I really do believe convergence is upon us. And we've been using that word and throwing it around in CE for 10+ years, right? We flew it around in mobile as well and in telco. But I sat in my living room about 6 months ago, and I listen to more Pandora on my television, and I watch more TV on my tablet or on my laptop right now. So I really do believe it's upon us. I think the idea of an entirely connected household and where brands can find opportunities to contextually present themselves within the context of a home and to a family is going to be changing, and technology is going to be driving that. Because devices, more than just the TV, are connected around the home.
Great. Well, Ashley, thank you so much.
Thanks,
thank you
Andy.
for being here and for your your view on these things, and it's very interesting. So we'll see you at CES, I think?
Absolutely. I'll have water and snack bars. Don't worry.
There you go. I'll see you there.
It's a pleasure.
Outstanding.